Hello everyone, it is Tuesday today, which means it's time for another video. And as you might already know, I really like blue tape weapons. So let's roll the intro and see how many we can get into Fallout 4. And I can hear you think, blue tape weapons? What are those? Well, a mod author who goes by the name of asXas came up with the brilliant idea to add blue tape modifications to some of his weapon mods. And well, it took off. So today we're going to take a look at 12 weapons that have this blue tape modification. And not all of them were made by asXas, so let's just jump right into it. And let's start with some pistols. So first up we have the M1911 made by DEADPOOL 2099. And I mean, this is the third time I'm covering this weapon. So yeah, what can I say that hasn't been said before? Well, I don't know, so all I will say is that it looks good and it plays nice. And that should be enough. Then we have the 12.7 pistol, also made by DEADPOOL 2099. I covered this one in the past as well, and even though I still think it looks rather weird, it's starting to grow on me a little bit. Not only did this weapon come with Fallout New Vegas, it has also been reintroduced in the Brotherhood of Steel update for Fallout 76. So yeah, here it is. And since you can wrap the handle in blue tape, it makes the list. And then we have a blue tape pistol that is made by asXas. I am of course talking about the Handmade Revolver. And this mod is kind of insane, because not only does it nail the post-apocalyptic Fallout look perfectly, the amount of different custom-made modifications you can choose from is kind of crazy. And most of these modifications are wrapped in blue tape, so what is there not to like? Not gonna lie though, the sounds are kind of wonky at times, but it does look great, and it's made by asXas, so it should be on the list. Up next we have something that looks just as scrappy, but does fire a little bit faster. It is of course the Crude Blowback, also made by asXas. Let me tell you, if you are looking for something scrappy, this is the one. Not only does it come with blue tape, it also comes with a ton of modifications. And it all looks amazing. One thing I find particularly funny about this weapon is that the fire rate seems to differ from time to time, which really sells the whole scrappiness of the weapon. But it's time to move on to the next weapon, which is the Thompson Dual Mag, also made by asXas. I covered this in the Allied World War II weapons video, and I actually really like it, just because it's so simple. It just adds some stick mags, and if you want two of them, you can tape them together, and guess what color the tape is, so it makes the list. And then we have something that looks like a Thompson, but is in fact very different. Introducing the Tomahawk 9, made by asXas, which answers the age-old question, what happens when you cross a Thompson, a Uzi, and a Tech 9? Well, you get this thing, and since it was made by asXas, it also has some blue tape. But there's one variant of the weapon that adds something that might even be better than blue tape, because it has a shoe. A shoe for stock. And I mean, that is just genius. It's wacky, it's weird, and I love it. But before we move on to the rifles, let's take a look at something else quite wacky. Something you can actually use to whack people in the head with. Introducing the Concrete Sledgehammer, made once again by asXas. And just look at this beast. You don't even have to hit anyone with it. You can just place it down on someone's chest and it will do the job. But yes, it's very rare to actually find a weapon that suits better for someone else than the actual player, because when I see the sledgehammer, I immediately think of Strong. I can't see myself using this, but I can see Strong using it. So yes, give Strong some love and replace his mediocre sledgehammer with this one. And up next we have the rifles. So let's start with the VARMINT rifle, also made by asXas. Now, it does look very good, but the damage is, well, let's just say it's gonna take a while till your target is dead. Then again, it is made to shoot rats and stuff, so at least it makes sense. So yes, it does look nice, but in combat, it won't do all that much, so I'll leave it up to you. But then we have my favorite weapon mod ever, the M1 Garand, which is also made by asXas. And this weapon is my favorite mod for many reasons. For one, it's the M1 Garand. 2. It comes with a ton of blue tape options, and it also has 2 legendary variants which both have their unique equip animation. And just look at it, look at that tape. This must be the bluest and tapiest weapon yet, and it's awesome. Also in combat it's very effective, so there are no reasons to not give this weapon a try. Get it, go get it at the Nexus right now and download this. Actually, don't finish the video and then download it. But moving on, up next we have the ENFIELD, another rifle made by asXas. And not only is this weapon absolutely beautiful, it also comes with a couple of modifications. There is some blue tape, but not all that much, especially when comparing it to the Garand from earlier, but still, if it has blue tape, it makes the list. And it also has another modification which makes this rifle a little bit more interesting, because you can choose between an infantry receiver and a sniper receiver. With the infantry receiver you will have a faster reload, but with the sniper receiver you will have the ability to equip the rifle with a scope. So a choice needs to be made. You know, just a little something to think about. But you know, like everything in life, there's always that other side, the enemy. Capitalism versus communism, blue versus red, whiskey versus vodka. Which brings us to our next weapon, which somehow manages to do all of these things. The SVT-40 made by asXas. Does it have blue tape? Yes, but also red. Can you find it in America? Yes, but it was made in Russia. And does it come with whiskey? No, but it does come with vodka. I mean, that vodka drinking animation it uses when you equip it, that stuff still blows my mind. But enough jokes, look at it, look how beautiful it is. So if you want the Soviet version of the Garand, the SVT-40 is for you. Which brings us to the last weapon, the biggest of boys, the ANTI-MATERIEL rifle. And it's not just any ANTI-MATERIEL rifle, it is a homemade ANTI-MATERIEL rifle, which is way scrappier and in my opinion also way better looking than the original version of the ANTI-MATERIEL rifle. Not only does it come with a blue tape option, it also comes with a couple of burlap options, which is nice, but you know I will never turn my back on blue tape. Anyways, unlike the normal version of the rifle, this ANTI-MATERIEL rifle does not come with the magazine, which means that you can only shoot one bullet at a time before having to reload again, which makes it not ideal for close combat, but perfect for long distance. Just make sure you hit your target and you'll be fine. And then just when I finish this video, asXas decides to upload a new mod, introducing the WELROD Mark II, a British silent World War II weapon which also comes with blue tape. Damage wise, it ain't that good, but the tape sure looks detailed if you ask me. He has been sitting on this mod since 2018, so it's about time he uploaded it. And I'm glad he did, because I can never get enough blue tape. But there we have it, the blue tape weapon list. Which one did you like best? Let me know down below in the comments. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then hit that like button, subscribe for more, and a special thank you to my Patreons Whippets Donald and Seth Colt. Do you also want to help out the channel? Then you can do so by becoming a Patreon today. There are a bunch of different tiers, which each have their own benefits. Thank you for watching, my name is Tuesday, and I will see you next time.